good morning or early afternoon, whatever the case may be. We are live here at Unity Plaza once again today, and I say good morning or good afternoon because for me today, normally this feels like afternoon because I've been up for a while, but today was really rough going getting up. I don't know why, but for some reason Thursdays are the most difficult day for me to get out of bed. I actually crawled back in bed and slept a little bit late. I really did. I had to call into the radio station and say I'm going to be a little bit late today. So is Thursday a rough day for you, Mark?
Mine is Tuesday. I call them terrible Tuesdays because on Monday it's easy to wake up. You haven't been in work for a while, and I feel like I got enough sleep over the weekend to kind of charge up a little bit, even if I don't get a lot Sunday night. Tuesday is a tough one. After that, then I feel like the week's almost over. So I'm okay today. I'll help you out.
Okay.
We'll carry you.
We'll get you more coffee.
Liz, what about you?
I'm kind of with you. I feel like, both of you, Tuesdays and Thursdays, because they're kind of...
Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday,
No,
Thursday.
just Tuesday, Thursday. Monday, I agree. Kind of feeling fresh from the weekend, going into work. And then, of course, everybody loves Friday. So those other 3 days, they're pointless.
Yeah, there you go,
They're
Rance.
worthless. Mondays are awful because I usually don't sleep on Sunday night. I don't know if it's anticipation because I'm so stoked to come to work or something like that. We'll ride with that, all right?
Rance, you're a high energy guy, so I feel like anytime you get up, like you're ready to seize the day. Are you?
Once
or no?
I fire up, it'll take me a few minutes. Like, I know some people, they have to have their coffee. It might take them like 30 minutes, an hour, whatever. But once I get up, I'm not social. I'm not social. Let's not get that twisted. But, I mean, once I'm up and into the day, I'm ready to go. So let's fire it up.
You know what? I read something today. This is on topic and yet a little bit off topic, that if you are trying to wake yourself up, maybe in the middle of the day or even in the morning, put your hands under very cold water for 60 seconds, and they say that will last 2 hours.
Kind of get your blood
that
flowing.
revitalization. I'm planning to try that a little bit later today. The reason I think Thursday is rough on me is that it's like you are almost to Friday. You have the whole week that you've carried, but anybody can get through a Friday. A Thursday is a little bit tougher mentally. Not like we have the worst jobs. I mean, we have amazing, fun jobs, but it's still, for me, 3:30 in the morning rolls around pretty early. How about that for you? But anyway, so I want to send a big shout out to our friend Jenna. She's been on our show before. She's one of the Jack's Moms bloggers, and she wrote an article yesterday that had me in tears. It was about how mom, just get used to it. There is a favorite parent, and it's not you. So I thought that was a really great talking point because in my house, clearly, Dad is the favorite parent these days.
Were there tears of laughter or
Laughter.
tears of sadness?
So laughter through tears is the best emotion ever, and that's what it was. It was just the fact that I'm not alone, because my kids will tell you that Dad is the cool one, he's the nice one, everybody loves Dad. Mom's a little bit uptight, kind of embarrassing. Do you have a favorite parent? Or in your own house, are you the favorite parent?
It runs hot and cold in my house, but she typically is mama's girl, so every now and then I get some cool points when we do our thing. But as far as a favorite parent, when I was growing up, I was really scared of my dad. And I think that's kind of how my little diva is. Sometimes she's a little scared of me, like, don't tell Dad this, So I was really scared of him. Go ask your dad. That's all right. I'm not going to do it. But as I've gotten older, I kind of like my dad. But it's just recently Mother's Day. Love you, Ma. You're still got you.
And
Go ahead.
I was going to say, I'm the opposite of Rance, because growing up, my mom was more strict on me than my dad was, so I didn't have a favorite. But when I was kind of looking for some good, positive attention, I would go sometimes to my dad over my mom.
And like for me growing up, my dad, I was really close with my dad. I got along with my mom, but now that I'm older and have kids, my mom's like always ready to help out. So I'm like, cool, Mom, I like you more now. So she stepped up. Now in my house though, with the boys, it's kind of unfair because like I'm just charismatic and cool to hang out with. So it's hard for my wife to...
You argue.
No, it's unfair because my wife is around them more, and a lot of times she's the one who's got to make them clean up and do things, and when I come home, I just want to play and hang out. So I get that. But you can't argue the fact, though, because I just have like good energy and fun to hang out with.
I don't know, Jeannie's pretty awesome. Your wife rivals you on that. She's a delight.
That's
She
true.
is.
Well, right now we have a 3-day weekend coming up. People are talking about travel and summer, so we did a little research, and this is from cheapair.com, and they broke down the best time for you to book a ticket. So if you're staying in the States, 54 days out, that's the prime time. So you gotta prepare a little bit, a couple months, and then look at when you start going all over the world. Some of them, like the South Pacific, 320 days. That's almost a year out of planning in order to get that best ticket price. So I found that pretty interesting if you're looking, Middle East, 215 days. But for the most part, USA, that was a little more than I thought.
Yeah.
I thought 30 days out would be, like a pretty good time to book something.
I was surprised by that 320, 100%. Can you all ever plan that far in advance on a
I
trip?
can't plan tomorrow, let alone like 2 months down the line. But like we've got our producer, Abigail, she's going to New York. How far out did you buy your ticket for?
Like 2 months out.
2 months
2
out.
months, so that's close
all
to
good.
54
about
days.
50,
That's
yeah.
about right. Now, on Monday, I spoke with Andrea, she's basically like a consumer expert that helps out with getting you the best prices on things, and she did something on travel, and she has some really good pointers that, again, you'll be able to see on Monday. And a lot of them were traveling midweek. You save a lot of money there. The other thing is house rentals. Renting a house is better than hotels because it's just cheaper, you get more value in a kitchen. So lots of good points. Again, that will be on Monday.
Any free stuff?
No free stuff.
Just had to ask.
The advice is free.
Okay.
And things have really changed when you're booking your travel too. There are all of the different apps you can get on your phone and you can do just about everything on your phone. But now I have some good news too. Being glued to your phone, maybe not such a bad thing after all. You know how you have that one person in your circle that is always like this, and you talk to them and they're just kind of...
Who is that in our group? I think
Who
we're
is
all
that in
kind of
our-
bad at that, right?
We're all...
No?
I think if
You're the least bad.
So I'm the best.
Yes.
Let's just clear that
Or
up.
if you're paying attention to the stats I'm about to roll out, that would mean he's the worst.
Oh.
What some psychologists
Next
are
story?
saying,
No,
what I'm choosing to buy into is that if you are glued to your phone all the time, don't forget, a lot of times there is somebody on the other end of that. So there is a personal relationship happening. It's just not maybe with the person you're with.
sitting with.
Now, is that good or bad? I don't know. I don't necessarily like thinking that you're in the middle of some kind of deep connection with somebody else if I'm the one talking to you.
Yeah.
But,
See, I agree with this, though, because you get a bad rap, but I connect more with my family because, we live all over the United States because of having a smartphone. We get text. If it was just phone communication, I would never hook up with them. So I like that. I like that there is a positive spin on this because everybody's like, oh, you're glued to your phone. That's so bad. Well, there could be good reasons why you're glued to the phone. And that's basically, I think, what they were trying to say.
yeah, and we showed you just there the question and answer that brought that whole topic around. So.
Well, if you're glued to your phone or another device for a bad reason, meaning you're just messing around on there, not talking to somebody, this is blowing up social media, and it's remove a letter and spoil a book. And we have some examples here that we'd like to read. So all you do is you just take a letter away from a book, and it changes everything.
Okay, let's see.
So here's one, Goldilocks and the Three Bars.
Oh, that's a whole different story.
Oh, yeah.
Why is that spoiling a book?
Let's see here. The Silence of the Lambs.
Better spoil a book. Love it. Love
Let's
it.
see, Lice in Wonderland.
Oh,
Okay,
wow.
that's definitely not a good look.
That's a dark twist.
Yeah.
Okay, here's another one. Rebel without a case. All right, that kind of
Okay.
takes the edge off of the rebel.
This is my favorite. Spoiler alert, here's Waldo.
I like that one. Huh?
This is the type of book I would do a book report on. Where's Waldo, especially
Found
Here's
him.
Waldo.
Here he is.
Front cover, like, did it.
I'm right here. I've been right here all along. So this being the week of the players, there are a lot of parties. One of the biggest after parties there is brought to you by our friend Tony Baselli with the Baselli Foundation. It's called The Cut, and it's a couple of really great country acts, including Claire Dunn, who's considered to be one of the best guitar players in the world, that's a female, and then also Chris Lane. So because this party is Friday night, we want you to only try to win these tickets. I'm about to give you a chance to win if you can go on Friday night, because there's definitely somebody out there that will use them otherwise. So what we're asking you to do right now is to send us an email, the fourth person to do that, and say, I want those tickets. We'll get the 2 tickets and a parking pass to the Cut concert tomorrow night. It's at Cornerstone Park at the Ponte Vedra Concert Hall.
That sounds like a great event. And Tony was really excited about it and saying it's just fun. Just go there, have fun, enjoy yourself.
It is. Now, Elizabeth, you introduced us to a young lady a while back that had a big weekend.
She did. It's a local teenager named Shelby, and she was featured on Shark Tank this past Friday. She's got big dreams. She's already doing amazing things, and she's going to be with us a little later on in the show today. So we're going to ask her about that experience and how she's been doing and how she's grown since appearing on the show.
Let's take a look.
Hi, my name's Shelby Gagolski, and I'm 15 years old.
And I'm Gordy Gagolski. I'm 10 and I'm her minion. We're from Jacksonville, Florida, and our company is Your Self-Expression.
We're seeking $50,000 in exchange for 20% of our company.
So how did that go for Shelby and her minion? We are going to tell you and talk with her coming up a little bit later in the show. Stick around, so much more to come on River City Live, and hit us up at River City Live TV, Snapchat, Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter.